I've come to Nashville in search of the Tea Party. I couldn't get in. They allowed some other media in. This man walking down the stairs in front of us said he got in. And then he told me he was from Time magazine. So they didn't let me in. But from my side of the velvet rope, many people were willing to be interviewed. Here we are at the Grand Ole Opry Convention Center. Inside is quite a crowd. A man was willing to sell me some cards over the velvet rope. We'll show them to you here. Let's see what's in the deck. Ooh, we got a 3 of spades. Looks like Bill Clinton. We got an ace of hearts. Obama. I think that might be Hillary there. Pelosi, the CIA line, the Queen of Spades. Or is lost. There's Judge Roy Hill that refused to take the 10 Commandments out of his courtroom. As I walk up to this guy, I tell him my mom used to have wallpaper like this.
That's right. Yeah, it's sort of an old colonial drapery type material. No, I come out here for the fun. No,
Do you think you're defining the Tea Party here at this meeting?
I think that we are. I think that we're demonstrating that we all believe very, very deeply in our constitutional form of government, that we all understand that the power really is supposed to reside in the states, that we are expecting to elect in the future, have constitutional conservatives elected to public office. We believe in the capitalistic system, and we have demonstrated as a nation to the world that there's no other type of society that can provide to the world what capitalism has. Here you have an opportunity to attempt and you have an opportunity to fail, but you have an opportunity to succeed, unlike any place else in the world.
How about economics these days, though? It's pretty tough.
Well, it is.
What would the tea bankers do differently in our current administration when it comes to economics?
We are not tea bankers. We're Tea Party. Okay,
yes.
And what we would advocate at the present time is a change in the tax system, because the tax system is very cumbersome for us to compete on a level field throughout the world. The fair tax, for example, is an ideal way to re-level the playing field and to make taxing fair for every single American.
Is the fair tax the same as the flat tax?
No, the flat tax is still based on your income. The fair tax is equal to every person.
So everyone would pay X number of dollars?
Sales tax is what it is. It would be a federal sales tax. It eliminates 10 other federal taxes. And so it makes it fair to everyone, because presently our tax system punishes or rewards. And in America, it's supposed to be evil. Everybody equal. Everybody's supposed to be the same.
Jack Smith, it seems like you've been talking this up for a while. You look pretty polished. Are you a politician? Where you live?
No, I'm just a citizen. I'm a retired guy. I was in the travel business for 30 years, and
so
I've had my own.
You learned to speak with people then?
Oh yeah, and I was a salesman. But I believe in this country so deeply, and I believe in our way of life that I'm willing to go out and do as much as I possibly can to help preserve it. My grandson is entitled, and my daughter's entitled to that.
What's the next step now that you're organized here?
Well, I think that we go back to our individual homes and our tea parties and re-energize and continue to bring more people into the movement, make them aware of what we need to do, and help to identify constitutional conservative candidates and get them elected, because that is the salvation of America. If the current administration continues on the economic path that they're on, America may be in for a challenge that it may not be able to overcome. Our dollar is going down, down, down.
You can't argue that. We all know that if we did this on a personal level,
it'd be disastrous.
it would only be a matter of time.
And those are the things that we need to guard against. But right now, because of the Tea Party, we're finally beginning to get some people to take notice. But they're not slowing down. They still spend, and borrow. We cannot afford that. I can't spend like that, and they shouldn't be doing it either. So hopefully, we can survive long enough to get through a couple of election cycles.
Right now, I'm following the governor's race in Minneapolis, and our governor has just spent his body bill, he's just put on the table, and he's really tightened the belt on it. But that's the stuff that you build bridges in schools with and public facilities. And the Democrats are saying if we actually increase that because we have 3 times your capacity, we could maybe make some jobs with that investment. How do you see that question?
The government's responsibility is not to make jobs. Our free society and our capitalistic society will create the jobs. The demand out there in the marketplace will create the jobs. It's not the government's place to educate our children. It's our place. States are supposed to exert.
Well, those are Ron Paul ideas. They're really coming out clearly there, where he doesn't believe in government.
Now, wait a minute. Let's be fair. That's not Ron Paul ideas.
Oh, I've heard him say that, actually.
Let me clarify why I said it's not Ron Paul. It's the Constitution of the United States. And that is clear. That is supposed to be. We hold, those of us that have taken the oath to protect and defend that is the absolute law of this land. And so it's not Ron Paul or any other individual. The Constitution is to be adhered to by everyone. Every judge takes that oath. Every congressman takes that oath. Every president takes that oath. Every member of the military takes that oath.
Jack Smith, what started the Tea Party? What was
the taxing and spending?
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm Don Curtis from Perry, Florida. And I've gone to several Tea Party meetings and a couple of tea parties. I went to Washington to the 9/12 event. I had 1.5 million people, and it sort of energized me that other conservatives are finally coming off the couch and getting involved and speaking up. And so our local Tea Party asked me if I would come and represent them here, and they even paid for half my way, so here I am.
Well, good. What have you seen so far? What sessions have you seen that interested you? Anything good?
There's several good. I was pleased to hear that the Tea Party effort is not moving towards creating a third political party. I guess the thrust is to move the country and particularly the Congress back to center right. And I think that's where we need to be.
Do you think you want to apply pressure to Republicans?
Yeah,
To try and get
I am a Republican. And I think the day of having something that'll sound like an oxymoron, a liberal Republican, is over.
Don't you also have the...
Kelly is here in spirit. I'm with Team Sarah organization, and the Susan B. Anthony list was the ones that started our organization.
Where are you guys from?
We're all over the United States, our group is. We have almost 67,000 members. I mean, 76, sorry, long day.
Where are you from?
I'm from Danville, Virginia. And, Michelle Bachman, Marsha Blackburn are both very active with Susan B. Anthony and have participated in a lot. And I know that they really wanted to be here. But due to circumstances with the Ethics Committee is why.
Well, let's get to maybe why you're here. Are we defining the Tea Party here as to what it really is thinking? Are we moving like that inside? Or is it really well defined in your mind?
It is. It's well defined. There's a lot of different groups that are here. And, this is part of it is to bring the groups together so we work together, which we are. Because there's not one leader, there's not one group that's a leader. We all are working together.
I think you're much more powerful when you communicate with your peers.
You do. And it works very well because, let's say, for instance, like I said, Team Sarah, we have close to 76,000 members now. TPN, I think their numbers are probably close to 12, 15,000.